Man, anyways, let's do our start bench cut. I want you to go first, and then I'll go. Start bench cut. The best player in the world, Giannis, apparently from everyone. Giannis, KD, Curry. You got to start, bench, and cut one.
I'm starting Steph. That's just the best facilitator out of the three, best playmaker out of the three, best shooter, obviously, and this has nothing to do with basketball in general, but the most exciting out of the three. So that brings me ticket sales. Benching Kevin Durant, because with Kevin Durant, imagine Steph's go ahead and facilitating everything and doing his thing, and probably Steph can drop 27 and a quarter or something like that. Then you have to worry about the most unstoppable scorer in basketball who can still also play defense and isn't afraid to play defense, Kevin Durant. And then with Giannis, I'm cutting him. The reason being is because as much as I love Giannis, I'm just like, those guys, unless you are the type of person that says, like, for example, I heard somebody once say that passing was more important than scoring. That's stupid. With Giannis, he's the best defender out of the three, right?
Yeah.
And he can still get his buckets. I made a video. I was like, he can still get his buckets. He's been averaging damn near 28 for the past 3 seasons. But Steph, the scoring leader, you saw what Steph can do with fucking scrubs. Kevin Durant came off of an Achilles tear averaging 30. So I'm just like, I'm going to take those guys. They're going to be too much to worry about in terms of the other team. Plus, I can trust them way more than I can trust Giannis down the stretch of a game. Even though Giannis did really, really extraordinary in Game 6.
He proved that he is not just he can score multiple ways. He can score multiple ways. When he's scoring, multiple ways.
KD and Steph have had way more, and granted, Giannis is so young. He's 26.
Yeah.
But they just have done so much in their careers. They're built for certain moments, like in the playoffs. I would trust them down the stretch. Obviously, Giannis would trust Chris Middleton, which is nothing's wrong with that. But I just, for those reasons, I'm going to do it like that.
Okay, so before I go, I want to talk about Giannis' resume as a 26-year-old. I think he has the best resume when you compare him to Jordan, LeBron at 26 years old. At 26, guys, come down. At 26 years old. At 26, okay? Not saying, okay, just making sure it's at 26. Everybody at 26. Okay, Giannis is a 2-time MVP, a Defensive Player of the Year, a Finals MVP, and has won his first NBA championship.
Wonderful.
That is crazy. The man averaged 30, 28 this season, 14 rebounds, 15 rebounds, 11 rebounds this season. What else do you have to ask about this man? Defensive Player of the Year, crazy. His resume, disgusting. But start one, bench one, cut one, Steph, KD, Giannis. Now, I'm benching Steph. Now, the main reason why is because you imagine Steph Curry coming off the bench playing against the second unit of the other team.
That's true. That's what I did with KD.
That man is gonna have a field day with that, right? I could make an argument that he could also start because it doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's gonna have a field day. Yeah. But just putting Steph in the set, oh my God. I think he'll be the highest scoring 6-man of all time if he was in the bench. Okay, so I still think he's the best player in the world. I just think for my team, I'm benching Steph, and I'm cutting KD. I'm gonna cut KD. Because the main reason why Giannis, although, KD's a better scorer, I get it. KD's a better scorer. Giannis could pass the ball, a better defender. He could drive in, unstoppable, could stay more healthy than KD. When it comes to health-wise, KD gets injured every single season, it seems like, ever since he got injured in 2019. So we're talking about the most dominant player in the NBA. Going down there, dropping 15, 20 points in the first half, has the highest. Right now in All-NBA, has the highest points in a half. The average is Giannis this season. And also, you got Steph coming off the bench in crunch time with Giannis being a defensive threat. That pick and roll is going to be disgusting. First of all, Giannis and Steph Curry would play a lot better than Steph and KD. 100%.
Don't agree with that.
Steph and KD were great. But Giannis and Steph, that duo would be one of the best of all time. That's why Warriors fans wanted Giannis to come to the Warriors. Because Giannis and Steph Curry were meant to be with each other. They're meant to be with each other. So if I get Steph and Giannis in the same team, oh man, forget about it. They're winning every single championship.
So let me get this shit straight. So Kevin Durant goes to the Warriors.
Out of there.
Kevin Durant goes to the Warriors. We regard the Warriors as the best team of all time, right? Yeah. And we also said that you have Steph Curry to worry about on the offensive side of the ball. And then you implement the best scorer, which is Kevin Durant, also on that team. And now they're basically unstoppable. So you would rather have Giannis.
Yep, 100%.
Steph Curry and KD won, what, 2 championships in 3 years? And the third one, KD.
Would have been 3 if KD never got injured.
Yeah, so you would rather have Giannis. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I will say that.
As a duo, first of all, let's think about it not just in the Golden State Warriors, Kevin Durant was a better fit than Giannis. But I'm talking about as a duo. Steph Curry and Giannis are a better duo than KD and Steph any day of the week. First of all, that pick and roll with Giannis and just thinking about it, it's just sus. It just gives me a nightmare, man. Steph and Giannis in the same team.
So what would you want, Giannis and Steph to close the game or KD and Steph to close the game?
Steph and Giannis 100%.
That's bullshit.
No. You know why? Because what if the game is on a defensive end? And determined on the other team. You give me the defensive player of the year, Giannis, over KD any day.
This is the thing. This is how interesting that is, though, because I'm like, when we compare some players, we're like, okay, he was a better defender than this guy, but we often don't say this guy could still play defense. Like Kevin Durant in 2019, in the regular season, Kevin Durant was on a defensive tear in the regular season. Like the media was like sitting in the back and saying KD could win Defensive Player of the Year. He was on a tear because he finally.
1 year.
No. This is the difference. KD himself said, "I'm going to focus more on defense this year," and he improved phenomenally. So you mean to tell me that if Kevin Durant says,
let me tell you this: why is MJ the greatest scorer of all time?
Who?
Why is MJ the greatest scorer of all time? Because he proved it, right?
Yeah.
With scoring titles, averaging 50% on the field, right? He showed it, right? But there's an argument that KD's better than him because he has more skill, right? Yeah. Give me Giannis is a better defender than KD. He has shown it time and time again, over and over and over, more than KD. I don't care if KD could do it. I don't care if KD has the talent to do it.
Kevin Durant has shown time and time again he's a much better elite scorer than Giannis.
Scoring, 100%. I cannot disagree.
So this is where it is. It's like pick and choose.
I can't. But okay, no. But look at this. Giannis is not in the level in scoring than KD. I agree with you. But with all that, Giannis averaged 30, 28 this season, could drop 50 if he wants to. Most dominant player. Let's not act that Giannis can't score.
It depends on who's guarding him, though, because you also have to think about it.
Kawhi, that's why I got Steph.
We just finished talking about Kawhi, right? So Kawhi, they shut down Giannis by putting him in a box. You can't shut down KD. You cannot shut down Giannis doing that stupid wall with Steph Curry along your side. You can't. You do that, Steph Curry's going to drop 50. He's going to drop 50. So, no, you can't do that. Because every single game with Giannis and Steph Curry, you cannot double one or the other. You can't. It's impossible. You double Giannis, Steph is going to be open. It depends on who's doubling Giannis, though. You can double Giannis, and the person that's guarding Steph or the person that's guarding like the shooting guard of the team can sacrifice that, and then Giannis will kick it out, obviously. But we just finished talking about the systems. Kevin Durant, the reason that KD and Steph worked so well, I remember correctly, the Toronto Raptor game in 2019 in the regular season. KD has the ball in his hand at the end of the game. They double Kevin Durant because he's at the 3-point line. He can shoot it from anywhere. KD passes it to Steph in wide open, and he hits it. Prime example of that. 2018, game 1, they say, okay, we can give it to KD in the crunch time, but Steph's been on a hotter game than Kevin Durant has. Steph takes to the hole, gets the and one over Kevin Love, sends the game into overtime before J.R. Smith sent it into overtime. But Steph tied the game. Then you're looking at a simple game 3. Game 3. Steph was off, and KD showed up and did his thing for the second straight year in the same arena, in the same game.
Against Cleveland.
What's your point?
Against Cleveland.
What's your point?
You know my point.
No, I don't. 2017.
Against the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Which team would you take in the 2017 Cavs with Kyrie, LeBron, and Kevin
versus the Warriors? It was what? 2017 Kyrie or what? Say that again.
Which team would you take? 2017 Cavs, the one with Kyrie, Kevin Love, and LeBron, the ones that destroyed the East.
Milwaukee.
You would take Milwaukee?
100%. LeBron can't do it all by himself.
LeBron didn't do it all by himself. Did you check the box score that series?
Okay, but did he win?
No, he didn't win.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. If you're telling me who I want to win the series against the Warriors, give me the Bucks.
So Players' Choice had just dropped the video a couple days ago and said that the Bucks could beat the KD and Steph Warriors.
They can't, and I don't agree with that. But if I'm telling you that what I'm trying to say,
you saying they would have a better chance than the Cavs?
They have a better. They have a better chance. I'm not saying they're gonna win. I don't think any team could beat that 2017 Warriors. But if I want to pick a team to win that game, you give me the Milwaukee Bucks 100%.
So you have Kyrie and Drew Holiday.
Yes.
Now Holiday's obviously the better.
Injured Kyrie.
In 2017, Kyrie wasn't hurt.
He was humbled. Yes, he was.
What did he get hurt off of?
It was no, my bad. Sorry.
2015, you're talking about.
Yeah, my bad.
Okay. 2017, Kyrie was averaging, I think, like 29 that series, right?
Yeah.
But Drew Holiday, what makes up for it, this is one of those cases where, Drew is one of those, you have two guys who are somewhat all-stars, and the inconsistencies show.
Yep.
So, when you're looking at Game 6, for example, Giannis carried the load because Chris was struggling the entire game, and Drew was like 4 of 20. So, I would take Kyrie because I know Kyrie has a better shot of staying more consistent than Drew Holiday does. And Kevin Love, well, you can make the argument for Kevin versus Chris. Kevin was what? I mean, what was Kevin really on the court?
I honestly, they call him an all-star. He locked down Steph in 2016.
He locked down Steph's knee, but yeah. He fucked me up.
Besides that, I don't know what else he did.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I actually wanted. That's actually a question I might have to ask TikTok because, like, Kevin Love was a good rebounder, but he wasn't as good as he was in Minnesota. He could still shoot the three. Like, he had that one quarter where he had like 34 and a quarter.
He was only an all-star because he was in the East. Let's be honest. Only an all-star because he was in the East. But to answer your question, Milwaukee has a bigger chance. This team has a bigger chance beating that Warriors team than the Cavs.
Interesting.
Yep. And also, I would cut Kevin Durant 100%. Get him out of there.
Hell no.